Hello. Good evening, guys. Yep, we are about to start off soon. Please be with us, Ryle. We're having just a little bit of audio difficulties, but don't worry, we're gonna have some excellent Rock League for you in a couple minutes. Just give us one little bit of time, just a little bit of time, so we can recap and regroup because we're gonna do some awesome stuff for you today. There's also some feedback. Or all right. Well, I mean, we're just gonna be waiting and seeing. We're hoping that these guys can come through. So let's get ready to have some good Rocket League, right? We were previously we were just talking. I know that you guys didn't hear about it, but we were talking about a great showing that will be Limitless versus Sentinels. As Rich had eloquently stated before, but we were able to say, but Limitless being able to not play really in week 2 because he had to take a tie. So we haven't really seen much from Limitless, but we know from the roster itself who we're expecting. I mean, we have Luki, if he plays, Creative Striker, and Yizzy. These are some very, very strong and mechy players. And if they have been practicing even a little bit, we're going to see some fantastic plays from them. But, just on the opposite side, we have Team Sentinels, and we have seen them played. I have had the privilege of casting a few of their games already, and what have I seen but excellent, exceptional play styles from them. I mean, we are talking Caleb J, Nash, and Mr. Dark Fox. I mean, as long as they continue the mechs that they have and the skills and the communication, this is a team to beat.
Apps playing Sentinel was a very, very tough match. You very easily look over them, but you have 3 strong people on that team led by Caleb J, and he is a very consistent player. He will take advantage of any mistakes you make. And Limitless, they have some good team chemistry. I've seen them play a couple times, and I know a good leader on that team is definitely Creative Striker. He is such a leader. He knows how to get good comms in, and I mean, I'm ready for a really good matchup tonight.
Oh yeah. So with that being said, then what do you think, prediction wise? How do you think this game is going to go?
Ooh, man, I know I'm pretty good at one, but I don't know if I'm good at it this time. I'm gonna say Sentinel win. Now, if Sentinel does play with a lot of firepower, I know Caleb J has been getting practice in tonight, and so I know that it's gonna be a really close series, and I think it's gonna be even closer, even if Luke plays. But I just don't think the firepower between Nash and Caleb J is gonna be enough. No, it will be enough. Sorry, to get past that limit.
That's a very interesting prediction. I want to root for them as well. Okay, I agree with you that Sentinels can be a power horse, but they are also 2-0 right now in the series. In the entire playoffs, they have gone best of 7 every time, but they can't find the dub. Whereas again, Limitless is at least a win and a tie. I don't really consider that another win because they didn't have any opportunity to do much, and we didn't get to see that. But I mean, by all accounts, if as you said, if they show up, they're gonna kick butt. So we want to see them show up as we get into game number 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4-3 Sentinel, and Luke is playing, so that's why I say 4-3.
Awesome. I think we might get either a game 7 or a 4-1. And as we speak about that, ladies and gentlemen, first goal within 30 seconds, Caleb J passing over to Nash, who slots it into the lower 90 and gets the shot past Creative Striker. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? Game 1, goal 1.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's a strong start for.
Oh, and now as we see, as they're coming through for to hopefully try any sort of communication here. Oh, a little awkward, and Caleb J gonna be able to read off the defense and get right into the back of the net. Goal number 2 is an easy cleanup for Caleb. A little bit of awkwardness from Luke. Creative Striker not being able to help, and honestly, we're seeing Limitless's defense kind of in shambles at the start.
Yeah, probably just some pre-game errors, but I'm sure this will get fixed up, or else it's not going to go good.
Sure, and I'm not entirely sure if this might even be their first appearance on stream.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So if it is, then you got that streamer jitters, whereas Sentinel has that experience. So maybe we'll see exactly how they come forward. They're gonna definitely need to see more play styles and more plays made from Limitless. But now as we look through here, we got Dark Fox going in for another offensive pressure, but just throws the ball over to the blue side. Nash trying to beat Creative Striker in the air, won't be able to do that, but now on the backboard, looking for a pass. Creative Striker is going to easily catch it, but puts it still a little bit awkward. Trying to figure out any sort of oppression. This offense is ridiculous at this point, honestly. From Sentinels.
Yeah.
Caleb, ooh, with a little bit of whip might be detrimental. Dark Fox though going to come in clutch and at least cover for that time period of that little bit of awkwardness. Luke gonna get a good clear, and now the defense is actually starting to seem like they're shaping up. 2 on the wall there, though. That might still be showing awkwardness. What is their play style? Limitless needs to figure it out.
They're double committing a lot. They gotta clean that up.
And now Dark Fox gonna look for any sort of attempt, but that little whiff. Whoa, they're very happy that Limitless was not there to capitalize on that little third man blunder.
Yeah, it's looking like a rough start for Limitless, but we have seen some opportunities there. It's just they can't seem to get the ball off of their own side.
Oh, sure. And honestly, we're seeing with half of the game left, we need to see some sort of play come out from these guys. Creative Striker now. Oh, another double commit. These guys are on top of each other like I don't know what. Attempted flip reset. Nash is showing up this evening, that's for sure. Oh, great touch. Looking for the 50, but Creative Striker is going to be a brick wall for Limitless at this point.
Yeah, he is holding down the fort right now. It seems like he's almost kind of carrying on defense with. He's been getting a lot of saves. He already has 3 already.
Yeah, I see that.
Now this is where Limitless need to create some pressure. The ball is on the other side, but they just can't keep it in.
Oh no. All right, now Creative Striker again. Any sort of opportunity, low boost, not going to be able to. No one's going to give them the time to control the ball, so he needs to figure out how to make quick, decisive plays, especially with his team. And at this time, I don't know. This is not looking like the strongest that they could be.
Oh, this really isn't. Like you said, probably just the stream jitters, of course, but I mean, you see double commits left and right, and I think at one point I saw 2 goalies in the so.
Caleb now looking for an opportunity, gets it over 1, but he had a teammate who pre-jumped and put himself out of position. No one's going to be there on Sentinel's side to capitalize on that. And now Yizzy looking to see an opportunity, and Creative Striker finally responds to Limitless's offensive pressure, and it's all thanks to a brilliant pass by Yizzy, leaving it off for Creative Striker, who already was up in the air looking for that placement, and slots it right in the back of the net.
What a play there from Yizzy to get that perfectly around the defender. We know he has a lot of mechanics, and he is a very good passer. So you got to watch out for plays from.
Absolutely, for sure. And that was the first goal that they finally were able to at least put themselves on the board. But they're still in a little bit of trouble. We need to see a little bit more from them as we are running down the 30-second mark. They need to find one more goal opportunity just to keep themselves in the running for game number 1. Oh, shot on target, slots. Oh, but a great save by Nash, finding that upper 90 and just putting himself right in the way of the ball. Oh, but look at another opportunity. Oh, and these guys' mechanical skills, I tell you, are incredible. But the defense is not letting them get through. Not tonight. Not for game 1.
That was a very slow-paced start for Limitless as Sentinel scored 2 goals in the first 36 seconds.
Yeah.
But lost this game. You held them down basically for a whole another 4 minutes and 24 saves. And I think 6 on that off.
Well, okay, well, we get Rich's audio fixed and looked at. We're gonna continue talking, but he was on the right track. I mean, we were seeing a great offensive pressure but from Sentinels. I mean, we are seeing 10 shots on target versus the 4 from Limitless, and that in of itself is showing Sentinels is coming here to play. They are bombarding them and bombarding that net. And unfortunately, it seems, I mean, actually, honestly speaking, with 7 saves, clearly Limitless was on point, but you don't want to be in that position of constant offensive pressure. I mean, we saw what happened with NRG and we saw what happened with G2 just yesterday. That's a good example of what constant bombardment is going to do to you. Whether or not you have great defense, and these guys clearly showed that they did. It's not going to be enough if you're not careful. And so they need to figure out how they can bring that back. Bring that offensive play in line. Again, game 1, first jitters. I'm sure they'll be fine coming through the next one. But we'll find out as game number 2 gets on its way. Started off strong in favor of Sentinels, I think. But immediately then responds. Limitless responded.
And I was able to fix my audio, so hello
back,
everybody. No, it's not Rich, it's Adam. What are you talking
at? I'm sorry, Adam, but welcome back.
Yeah, Rich, you sound good too.
We
got the whole party.
As we get in here, and let's not forget this great shot by Luke from a good team play by Creative Striker. These guys are playing off of each other, giving them the lead. Game number 2, 4 minutes, 34 seconds.
Yeah, if you guys watch anything that I stream, you know it's going to be completely scuffed. So, but we got it figured out. All the bugs.
Yeah, awesome. Everything just came together at one time.
Well, now we got Yizzy trying to see if he can set up an opportunity for them. But unfortunately, a little bit of overcommitting for Sentinels is going to put them in a little bit of a hot water as they're all trying to hunt for boost at this point. Oh, now we're seeing another attempt. Darkfoss looking for the pass, and Nash not having a defender to even challenge him puts it easily into the corner. All of the offense, all of the defense actually was just kind of in no man's land, and he punished them for that. And just like that, within a minute, everyone equals up. Still anyone's game.
Another goal from Nash.
Maybe I need to stop talking because Nash decided to just prove me wrong immediately after kickoff with a great clear, no one in defense.
Glacial, the day you stop talking is the day I stop streaming.
Well, I guess I need to keep talking then.
Yeah, just talk better. Say better things.
Say better things.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, opportunity here. Oh, Creative Striker though, being smart, not necessarily challenging something where he needed to challenge, where he didn't need to challenge it. Now Caleb J though can counter it. Looking for a pass. And the Sentinels are trying to set plays up, but it doesn't seem like they're in the right opportunity, like with boost or positionality. So maybe a little bit more communication about location might be in their roster. But as we're... Oh, great down pass. Luke with a shot. Great play. These guys are brothers in arms, ladies and gentlemen. Creative Striker finding the slot at the bottom, pushing it down. Luke seeing the open net and just barreling it toward the back.
Yeah, what a play there. I'm telling you, this team is all about pass. It's working for them. Like I said, if they can fix up their offense, and be a lot closer.
For sure. And you have to know that Creative Striker is in there communicating with them, trying to get them to talk to each other, figure out where they need to be in relation to the ball, in relation to positionality. And he's definitely going to be a force for them, force for good, helping them out in the long run.
Good 50 there.
Oh, Caleb now having an opportunity, but does he have enough to be able to at least center it for his teammate? No, Dark Fox is going to try and find a slot. Nash looking for the 50. Creative Striker is not going to let that happen. And then he gets punished for even trying by Izzy.
Yeah, this is
Creative Striker! Oh, what good reading and game sense. Creative Striker had to realize that he had even the shot potential there, and an incredible defense as well. The fact that he was even able to save it with such a clutchness, I mean, that was great play from both opponents.
Yeah, this is Creative Striker is definitely playing more of the team role player, and he's getting offense on the board. This is looking scary right now.
Absolutely. And from what you're actually saying, I actually think first game, I think he kind of tried to take a more aggressive stance on there. I don't think he was playing nearly as much of a team role as you said. But now what we are seeing is everyone on Team Limitless is hyping themselves up, as it were. They're putting themselves in the right spots.
I absolutely agree with you. That's a perfect way to describe it. He tried doing, I think, a little too much, and I mean, it's working right now. He will put another one in.
The solo players for Limitless are going to be the downfall of Sentinels. Great over one defense, then immediately over the other, and the other one was out of position. I mean, it's just a clean solo carry.
Yeah, he is taking over this game.
Ooh, and as we speak, a little bit of a whiff. Good sense from Yizzy to try to respond, but Dark Fox excellently getting back in the nick of time. And I think we need to see more of that from Sentinels at this point. We definitely need more of their defense to be on point. Oh, control, time from Nash. Looking for an opportunity, looking for the 50. Creative Striker going to put it high. Actually, good opportunity for him since Nash was low on boost, and Nash is probably why he didn't even get a chance to 50 him. And now Caleb J. These guys are just booming it downfield into the corner, giving Limitless back the possession and control. Maybe something they might want to think about reevaluating.
Bringing it up the field. Watch out for another passing play at this. You never know when they're going to pass.
For sure.
Right there.
Oh, but an opportunity. Nash saw the net, but again, without having boost, he did not have the power to flick it where he needed it to go. And now actually Sentinels is in the area of trying to find one more shot to keep them alive for game number 1. What will happen here? A dropped ball and a game 1, our first game win for Team Limitless.
And we have tied series. It's right back just like that. And like I said, you got to watch out for this Limitless team. I was talking all about Sentinel in the pregame, but I mean, like I said, Limitless has a really good stacked roster, and they have mechanics all around.
Yep. We talked in the first game about how the offense for Sentinels was just on point. I mean, they had 10 shots previously. Now they only had 5, whereas Limitless had 7. They are definitely coming back into what we know them to be strongest at, their offense. And so if you're going to give them the opportunity to stay on the offense, you're going to find it hard to respond to them. So I don't know. Sentinels needs to either play even more aggressively, which is obviously going to be a big danger factor, or play just even better in a defensive nature.
Yeah. And heading into game 3, what do you think Sentinel could do better that they didn't do last?
I definitely saw a lot of overcommitting in a sense that they kept pushing forward when they already had thrown out the ball. They already gave the ball back to Limitless by booming it to them, and then they're still too far forward. So someone needs to be called off, or they need to keep the ball closer to them when they're making that offensive push.
Yeah, as they're trying to do that right now and couldn't get the goal with Dark Fox.
Yeah, and the biggest thing especially is like these Limitless, these guys know how to clear it downfield when they see opportunities. So if they see none of you if they see none of them at the back of the net or near their half, and they have an opportunity for shot, you can guarantee that they're gonna find the boost that they need to boom it down that field and at least make it a threat for net.
Yeah.
And now we have an opportunity right here, and Yizzy gonna read Caleb off of his challenge. Caleb actually being in a really awkward position to try and save it.
I only have one thing to add, and it's just a quick question to the both of you. Why do cows wear bells?
Oh, I have no idea why.
Because their horns don't work.
Okay, and so Caleb goes for the next shot on target, can't get that. We're gonna ignore AO's.
Yes, the more awkward I can make it, the better.
Oh, good 50 from Caleb, at least keeping them in the running for an offensive play. Nash pushing it away from the defense, but still awkward for them. Now Dark Fox with a whiff, seeing if he can try and capitalize any sort of shot attempt. Good attempt for Caleb, getting it over Luke, but not enough, and there was no one there to help. And Dark Fox kind of throwing himself at that ball is not going to be completely great for him if he keeps doing that.
Yeah. Oh, good. The thing is, I've been seeing a lot of the time Limitless. Let me just stop while his back almost in.
Good pass back. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. And this is going to be an own goal almost. With no boost and a wave dash to try, he at least somehow manages to get back and save it from the own goal. And what we saw there was, I don't know if miscommunication is even the right word. I mean, you tell him I'm passing it back, and Dark Fox is just not ready. It's a little bit scary. Great shot. Looking for a placement, and it's in! That's incredible! Creative Striker was not able to connect. Oh my goodness, he tried so hard. But Nash's scoop over two of their offensive pressure. Responding to what could only be a sad event if they had gotten scored on yet again. And at least now we're all tied up halfway through game number 3.
Yeah, this is it's getting down to the wire in all of these games. They've been close, and that's what you like to see out of it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, at this rate, if these guys keep playing this, we're seeing game 7 no problem.
Yeah, honestly, it's been back and forth. That's for sure.
Oh, good. Nash looking to see if he can attempt it with a bumper demo play, but could not find any one of them. And now Nash, though, 1v1 opportunity over! Over the defender. Easy pocket into the net. Even getting a low 5 to boot, Caleb. Goops it over Yizzy.
Yeah, I honestly think originally, even so, without the flip, I think Yizzy was missing originally, so it's a little flip into the ball to make it a little quicker. But
Creative Striker with the fake. He goes in for the fake, but Luke was not there fast enough to try and at least get an angle. Good attempt, though. I like to see those plays. Hopefully we can get opportunities. Yizzy with a shot at target, puts it off wide. Unfortunate, could not connect. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that because that would have been the perfect response for doing what happened to him for the previous goal. So now we got Nash looking for another shot. And what we're seeing again is Limitless pushing a lot of their players up forward, trying to look for another shot on target. That's what they have to do at this point. They need to be aggressive. Great read by Yizzy. Oh my goodness. A pre-flip from Yizzy gets them an equalized goal. Oh my goodness.
What a speed jump there. Wow. That was a nice shot.
How did he know that ball was going to go there? I have no idea. But he knew that no one was going to be in net to save it, and that was all that matters.
Yeah.
And now they cannot rely on a 1-goal lead in this series. They need to find another one because it's like as soon as one scores, the other tries to respond. Yizzy looking for an opportunity. Luke looking for double tap, can't connect. And now Yizzy's gonna have to try and rotate and put him back in the proper rotation. Nash though gonna try and cut them off. Oh, Caleb with a 50! Oh, but it goes high! And now Dark Boss can't get a double tap. Nash with a shot, and that one's gonna go in! Good pressure from Limitless to respond.
What a sequence of events there. Backboard, back to Nash. He will always slot it in. Putting in his third goal, giving him a hat.
If Caleb can't find it, then Dark Fox will try. If Dark Fox can't find it, then Nash will try. And if Nash can't find it, then I don't know what's happening because that was exactly what you expected from a team like Sentinels.
Dark will put it in like that. Bonding, and they heard you. They heard you, man.
What an interesting passing play. Caleb J with the actual save off of the net from the defense pitches it out, and Dark Fox responds with a nice opportunity. I don't know if that was calculated or just pure luck, but ladies and gentlemen, they got that 2-goal lead. 15 seconds left. It's gonna be take a miracle for Limitless, especially with Nash in such form as he is.
And Sentinel going off this last 30 seconds, making 3 goals in a row. Nash leading the team with 4, and what a statement win from Sentinel here.
Incredible. It doesn't even matter, ladies and gentlemen. Luke with a kickoff goal. They might as well just flip over their cars.
I don't know. Technically, it's possible.
I've seen crazier stuff than this. This is... anything is possible.
Fair enough. You guys are not wrong. you guys are not wrong. But I mean, with a great, strong showing from Sentinels in game number 3, I think I'm in the right.
It is no longer possible. I redact my statement.
I'm in the clearing.
That is like 6 goals in what, the last 40 seconds? That's...
Here's hoping that Sentinels has only just begun, because this form is some of the best Rocket League in the JWRLCS that we have seen for now. What a game. Sentinels takes it very easily, very cleanly.
I don't even say easily, because I had a feeling that Limitless, once they let in 1 goal after the second time of tying it, they kind of just fell apart. And I think Sentinel got a couple of kickoff goals there, but I think this game, honestly, a lot and what the score was. I think that Limitless still played a good game. I mean, technically all of these goals that made them win by 3 were last, 30 seconds. But other than that, it was a very close game.
Okay, that and you're right about that, and I don't disagree with you. I actually don't disagree with anything you just said. You're absolutely right. That all of that performance came in the latter half of the game of that entire session. I think what happened was Limitless did not realize that instead of having to keep the aggressive push after that equalizing goal, they could start sitting back and taking more opportunities to make better, smarter plays. They kept that the aggression as though they had to fight for a third goal, or an equalizing goal. And in fact, all they had to do was fight for that one tying goal, or that one, or they just had to keep the pressure. And I don't know if they realized that, and it was too late.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate game, but it doesn't matter now. We are in game 4. Starting off with a strong air dribble by Yizzy and putting it in the net, as we know they've had mechanics all season long and they've been waiting to use.
And a clean 50 as well from him against the last defender. Oh,
so nice.
I mean, it was saved if it wasn't for that beautiful understanding of where he needed his car's nose to be to respond. A good touch by Creative Striker, keeping them in an awkward state of mind, but it was going to be saved. They had 3 defenders, all in different locations, and thankfully they had that locked down. Now Limitless is going to have to try and find a win to make sure they did a good defense, and Luke was on top of that, making sure Sentinels did not score again, at least equalize. We got a flip reset, looking up for any opportunity. Creative Striker not going to be able to find it, though. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, it seems Limitless has been putting on a lot more aggression in this game, and I think if you want to beat Sentinel in this type of series, you got to do.
Limitless is looking great with the fake plays as well. They're definitely trying to capitalize on making fake plays a thing for their roster and their playbook. Looking for the pass. Creative Striker going to be up and ready for it. Maybe. Oh, instead of calling him off, because he did definitely let him go for the pass, Luke probably didn't realize that he still had possession, and that double commit puts them in an awkward place, trying to go back into the defensive state for Limitless.
Off the wall, good passes.
And just
though finding it too high.
Just to give the viewers a quick introduction to the teams, which I missed because my audio is all messed up. Is Sentinel, who is the 13th seed. They have not won yet this season, so they'll be hoping to find their first one. And then Limitless, they are 1-0, and it is week 3. In week 2, they actually had a tie against
shot on target.
Mike Diaz-Sauce, so that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, and I guess you can hear us in the beginning. I talked about Sentinel and why I've done this to win this series, even though a strong team in Limitless, is because they have faced some really...
What a shot.
Come on, net. What a save there. But more pressure there. But they have played some tough opponents to start off this season.
Oh my goodness, own goal! They're going to appreciate every single minute of that. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but when something as tragic as Luke putting it in, unfortunately because he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, I mean, you gotta feel bad a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if Sentinel keeps keeping goals like that, I guess they'll win.
Oh, over one. And Luke is there, but he still beats the 50. A nice pass back opportunity. No, will he be able to do anything here? No, he calls himself off of it. No boost. Now Nash keeping it high, giving his teammates some time to at least get back in a position for defense. Great clear. Nash now going to go up, looking for if he can get any sort of touch. Goes for a pass instead, and with that, gets 2 defenders kind of in awkward positions. Dark Fox now, how does he respond? Try as he will, Luke's not going to let it happen. Not this time. Not again.
Yeah, that would be pretty upset.
Oh, over one. He's going to try and keep possession. Gets one of the defense bump. Tries to bump the next one. Didn't have enough power or momentum to do that. And now Caleb looking for a shot, not getting the angles. Caleb is in rare form tonight when it comes to not being able to slot those kinds of shots. Then again, he also didn't have enough boost, so you know, you can only do so much without that.
Yeah.
Something to add to what you guys were saying, because I do think about that as well, and why I don't disagree with you that Sentinels has an opportunity to win. First of all, they need to prove that they are good, right? I mean, like you said, they're 0-2. right now. But as I kept saying, I've commentated both of those games that they've played. It goes to Game 7 every single time. And Game 7s aren't blowouts for them. It goes equalized. It goes to... Never mind. What just happened? When I say never mind, I mean, I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm just saying I don't know what just happened there. Caleb with the pass over to creative striker.
Most interesting bounce I think I've ever seen.
I'm not entirely sure if that was his intention. Maybe he thought that he could get it to his teammate faster than a creative striker, but the power that he displayed on that did not show that it was going to be like that. Now, Dark Fox, will he cut rotation to try and help that? No, he does not, and gets demoed in the process of doing that. But to what I was saying, they're clearly not. They're in the bottom, like as you said, we're in the 13th seat, but it's not because they are bad in any way, shape, or form. It's because they've just had really unfortunate occurrences and plays, and at those Game 7s, it could have been literally anyone's game.
Yeah, absolutely, Glacial. I mean, in the one game they played against Momentum, who is the 2nd seed currently, and they took that to Game 7. So if you can play that well against some of the top teams, then you just have to fix a couple mistakes here and there, and then you'll be doing real good.
Absolutely. And as game number 4 comes to an end, I mean, it wasn't incredibly disappointing. I mean, we saw basically a lot of own goal, but I don't know. Who do you blame on that, right? Like, sometimes it just happens. This is Rocket League, right? Who here has not owned goal once or twice or 3 times, or still keeps own goaling without even thinking about it? You know, some people don't. I mean, I might be colorblind. I don't know.
I would be surprised if I haven't owned gold over 1,000 life. So just to say, so.
I know there really should be a stat for own goals. By the way,
there honestly should be. I would agree with that. I wonder who would be number 1 though. Would that be impressive or would that be?
I have no idea.
Because I mean, you're number 1 in something. But is it the best thing to be number 1 in? Probably not.
But to talk about this game a little bit more, again, we saw exactly what happened in game 2, where their defense for Sentinels was just not there, and Limitless punished them for that. I mean, again, it was only 2 goals, right? But in those 2 goals, we saw disaster for them at that point.
Yeah, this series is tied to 2, and we are getting. And that's just the slowest I think I've ever seen.
What is happening? How is this Rocket League?
How
Yizzy! Yeah, and granted, I'm not over here chastising him because he made an open net. He just had a bad kickoff. We all do bad kickoffs, but the fact that everyone was in there, no one thought to cheat up. No one thought it might be a good idea not to go for boost. And then the slowest roll possible, which meant one of them potentially had the opportunity to get back in time for it, and no one did. I don't know. Yizzy, is your controller broken?
No. This is it's going a little wrong. Let's see if there's anything on. It's just
Yizzy, I don't want to be doing this to you, man, but come on. I respect all that you've been doing in this game. Don't do it to them.
He completely goes to a stop. I think maybe. I mean, honestly, I think it'd be the smartest idea. Whoever loses this game needs to take a timeout. And
for sure.
I say that because in series that I've played, I've even called timeout after game 3 just to recuperate. We were winning, so it's really based off how much youth that you play level at that next.
Stamina is a thing that people don't talk about in Rocket League nearly as much as you probably should. Also, Luke definitely should have left that for creative striker, but that's okay. I don't think that they communicated that well at all, and they will suffer for that bad communication by not having a goal. Great outfield pass, but yeah, Yizzy is not there at that point. To what I was saying, people always don't realize how good What was I even saying? Oh my goodness, I just lost my train of thought.
You were talking about stamina and how I.
Thank you. Yeah, people don't realize how draining Rocket League can be. I mean, yes, 5 minutes in, you know, it's a 5-minute game, but if you're playing on peak form and you're just, you know, you haven't hit flow state, but you're like super try hard, it's a very tiring task, especially when you're doing a best of 7. So sometimes if you're not good, if you're not used to playing back to back games, you have to take a break. You have to take that time out and be like, time to recuperate. And again, JWRLCS is very forgiving when it comes to timeouts, where we give them 5 minutes. RLC, oh my goodness, what a save by Dark Fox. At least being able to respond in the nick of time. Luke now trying to control it, not gonna have the opportunity. But yeah, we give them 5 minutes to recuperate. That's a whole game in itself. So take that opportunity. If you're tired and you need to just let your hands cool down from the fire that you keep doing, like that double tap read dunk from Caleb.
And I told everybody, the lockdown from Caleb J has been playing amazing this series on both sides of the ball and has in fact not owned goals, so that also happens.
Yeah, and I've also said the same thing in his previous games, but I also find that there's a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde with regards to Caleb, where either he's on or he's not. Like his first game, he kept barely missing the net, and that was so tragic in his first series that they played against Momentum, because they could have totally carried and destroyed had they actually just put his shots on net. But then when he's on form, as we see here, he reads dunks like, I don't know, like he's just there.
Yeah, and I will definitely agree with you. I think during our series against them, week 1, that was I think they weren't playing at their best. I feel like they could have played a lot better, and I think they're playing a lot better tonight.
Absolutely. And this is what happens. We talked about it in week 1, where look out for these teams, because time and time again we're talking about, oh, they didn't perform XYZ. And it's their first game, guys. They're practicing. They still have to work on their chemistry. And look at what we're seeing now. Week 3 coming in to an end this week, and we're seeing some great plays and great form from Sentinels.
This is actually, I forgot to point out, this is Limitless. Team Limitless, their first time playing 3v3. Week 1, they had to play a 2v2.
Oh, really?
If I'm correct. I don't know if I'm confident on that.
I do believe you're right.
And then week 2 was a tie. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have not played, and they're doing really well. Unfortunately, not this game, but they have been doing pretty well as a team.
To be fair, I'm gonna say it should be 2-0. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna try to be nice to I'm gonna try to be nice to Yizzy, but it should definitely be 2-0.
It's an unfortunate, but I mean, yeah, this is it's just, you gotta forget about this game if you're limited.
Oh, for sure.
Don't let this get
and to be fair to what I'm saying again, you know, I say what I'm saying about Yizzy, but guess what? Like I said, we all have done stuff like that, and it depends on his mentality. How do you respond when you do something like that? Do you go, oh, I'm the worst, and then you just crumble, or do you say, all right, it was a bad game, let's get that dirt off of our feet and let's start over? You know?
Yeah.
As we come to the end of game number 5, though, we had a 4-0 to Sentinels, and they're on match point.
Yeah, this is huge right now.
Let's find out here.
Big game from Limitless, and should I say from Sentinel, but Limitless to step up. I mean, literally they were on tired. I mean, there were a couple opportunities, obviously, but they just the ball back.
Right. And from what I mean, I put the timeout in there, but it doesn't seem like no one wants it. Oh, okay. I was about to say, look, it almost looks like no one wanted to take it.
Is
But
Limitless timeout?
Yezi, yep, Limitless has taken the timeout. And we'll just stay in here as we keep the server loaded.
Yeah, that is a very well known as we know that game. The thing is with game 6, team that is always 3-2, it always like the other team just because they have more to play for. The other team can think about it and say, "Oh, well, we have to only win one game before they have two." But the other team is thinking, "We're on life support right now. We need to win now." So you can take advantage of that.
Yep. There is no reason to not call a timeout at that point, unless you want to just try to run through but that's you showing your aggression. That's you being like, I want to be better and just play it out. You don't need to do that. Be smart, right? And that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna play smart. Maybe look at some replay reviews, see where they went wrong. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe what went wrong in game, or not to describe what went wrong in game number 5. So maybe look back at some previous things. Hey, yo, I hope you're also saving the replays because I've not been doing that.
Nope.
Well, that's fun.
Well, as long as the players have been, that's really all that matters. Usually, Sentinel are good at that. Can ask them when they get into the next series, but we do have the stream for confirmation.
Hey, Rich, do you have
that's true too.
Do you have noise cancellation on? Because your mic cuts in and out sometimes.
Yeah, it sounds like you have that noise suppression.
I think I actually might by chance. Let me try. So
yeah, it sounds like it keeps cutting it out, but that's all right. I mean, so with that being said, we are on match point. Like I said, game 6 coming up. Limitless, Sentinel. Limitless just needs one more win. And I know for a fact. Oh, not Limitless. Sorry,
Well, Sentinel. I was gonna say, did I get it? I think I got it wrong.
No, I'm reading it incorrectly. I'm sorry, but no, Sentinels really needs this win. They are smelling the first win of the entire season, and they want that that win. And trust me, when you talk about most improved, oh my goodness. I mean, you are going up against beasts. I mean, Creative Striker is and it's incredible because I think that solo plays might actually be the best bet for Limitless to try to win. You have 3 very mechanically strong players, or at least 2, which I know is what Luke and Creative Striker. And we saw in game 4 some really good plays from them during that time. So they can bring it back. They just need to figure out how they're going to play. And for the love of all things that is holy, no more open net kickoff goals.
we're looking at you. We're looking at
I mean, so in essence, you can give up open net kickoff goals, but you just gotta score more.
As long as you're
in return,
them back. As long as you're taking them back, exactly.
Yeah.
This is like those kinds of kickoffs just make me cringe because I've seen them way too much with my favorite team, SSG, and they just disappoint me every time they do that because they definitely have they have so much skill to not let that happen, and they do it almost every series.
We're not going to talk about them in Moist the last. That was a very painful watch, isn't it?
Yes, it was. It was. I was disappointed, and okay.
Hey, at least you're not
we won't talk about it.
At least you're not a version 1 fan like I am.
Hey, I am both. I am both. It's SSG then V1.
Oh,
and
man.
The fact that V1 didn't even make it, I was so upset.
Yeah, don't worry. I think they'll get 5th at Major. That's what I'm going for.
But to be fair, I also felt good because, FaZe wasn't there. So that made it better. And then NRG got kicked out, which is always great.
I'm an SSG Furia fan. So when they beat Moist, that was very satisfying.
Furia, I wanted Furia to win, by the way, but
that should have been the final. That should have been the finals, absolutely.
And now we're talking about real RLCS, not JWRLCS.
I mean, all we know for next game in JWRLCS is that we need to see more offense from especially.
And at least some tighter defense. They don't have to do a lot of defense. They just need to do just tight. Just keep it more locked up. I liked today what Abjack said when they finally won the finals, and he was talking in his post interview about how to play the game, how he's like basically mechs don't matter. What matters is communication, games, and team chemistry and synergy. And that's something I've always been a big proponent of. So for him being a winner and actually admitting that and saying like it doesn't matter how mechanical you are, it just matters that you can play as a team. That was really good. And I think that I say that to say that Sentinels is actually showing up that kind of mentality today. I mean, we've seen a lot more passing plays, but actually connecting passing plays. Sure, there was that one example of where they did a pass back and Dark Fox was way too far forward. But the fact that they're even trying to do that at this point means that that's something that they're trying to work on in their roster. Sure, it's not going to work every single time, but it's gonna, they're working on it. So
I've been looking at the chat and all I see is Yizzy, is your controller working?
That's effing chat to pay respects.
Yeah. As this is a huge game. Do we have all the people in? I do not.
Not yet. But timeout has been finished, so they're coming back in. Hopefully, we have everyone and they're all ready to get ready to go into hopefully not match point. Or I want to see a game 7. So let's see if Limitless can bring this back.
Yeah, this is huge. This is kind of do or die with this game. Not necessarily die, unless if you're gonna get demo. I could see maybe their team taking right off the bat. What did I say? Demo immediately. You got to play some aggressive games.
Oh yeah. All right, so game 6 coming in hot, and we're seeing a beautiful demo from Greatest Striker. At least now we're definitely, as you said, the demo plays are now coming in strong. They're definitely trying to eliminate their second man, try to eliminate some sort of pressure so that we can actually have some sort of shots. And as I say that, they don't do a good job. And Caleb, sorry, was that Dark Fox? Yeah, Dark Fox just sat comfortably at midfield, sees net, and just says, "It's all right. If you're not gonna put someone there, I'm gonna put the ball there, okay?" And that's what he did.
Yeah, this it's just a mistake right there, and they're looking to clean up. Yizzy with that opportunity.
Yizzy with a double tap. But just too soft. Caleb, Greater Striker looking for a shot, but another great save. Another shot opportunity, and Yizzy finds the net. Finally, Greater Striker with a great pitch up off of Caleb J's car. And that bump play from Dark Fox actually gives them the opportunity to equalize come 4 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock.
And that's how you do it. That is continued pressure that you like to see, and we've got a game here.
Oh yeah. 4 minutes left. What is Limitless gonna do? A good clear out. Creative Striker now going for a solo play, puts it down right in front of Nash, but Nash can't do much with it. Luke neither with no boost. And I'll tell you, something that is kind of actually shocking is the amount of lack of boost control that I think both teams are actually kind of displaying. something that they might need to work on as a team, both Limitless and Sentinels.
Yeah, it's almost kind of confusing how two teams both can have boost management problems when there's only so much boost on the field as well. But
good shot. That's a
beautiful.
After a demo play from Limitless, there was no one in the back of the net. No one returned in time. Luke, again, no boost, not able to get back, and obviously looking for the big boost pad instead of cutting in, getting a few pads, and then going in for shot. He looks for big boost, bumps the spawning teammate, and gives the open net. Dark Fox, all he had to do was just put it in. Again, like what, or was it Nash?
It was
Nash.
Nash.
Sorry, yeah.
You're doing great, don't worry.
At least I realized that I made a mistake. Good shot. Creative Striker seeing an opportunity, responds yet again. Within 2 minutes, we've seen 4 goals, 2 from each.
It was a very creative backflip that he had there to kill his momentum and then bring it back and then get it in the goal. That's why they call him Creative Striker.
Absolutely.
I see you've been kind of popping off with corny jokes.
So now we got another opportunity to go here, and now Limitless is going to try and find some sort of control now. Busy with the ball control, but gets 50'd by Dark Fox. And with that bump, Nash could have found. If Nash realized and read it early, he would have had an opportunity to just slam that in the net. Puts it a little too high, and no one was able to capitalize on Limitless side, on Sentinel side.
Yeah, once again, it seems like boost management has been the problem. It's just also you'll see that Limitless is way too close to each other. They are not spread out whatsoever. Like all 3 of them are usually within a triangle distance. So.
Absolutely. So a bump play, a demo play from Sentinels can prove disastrous if it actually connects. And we've seen that happen where a few bumps here and there cause them to completely be out of position and give them the goal opportunity.
But it seems like the bumps won't work there.
But not for that one. As you said, Creative Striker seeing Luke in the front, going as first man, getting ready for the pass. And with an open net, just slots that in. Taking the lead for the first time in a few games, actually. And now we finally are actually able to see maybe if they're going to hold on to this to give us a game 7. Good boom out, good clear by Caleb J. Now, Nash looking for the shot, but it was going to be quickly blocked. Another type of passing play, 50'd going in, and again, with the midfield possession, it seems Sentinel's going to have more boost. Sentinels is going to have more opportunities here. Shot on target, but you have 2 defenders right there. Both go up, though, so it's going to be a little bit awkward at the end of it all. Dark Fox now looking for a shot, bump on the goalie, and 2 of the defenders come in very hot to try and recover from that bump. Good pass out. Yizzy looking for a shot, can't do anything additional. Again, we are seeing something short of just short boost play for them. But Creative Striker is going to make sure that his teammates' lack of boost is not going to be the detriment to their goal scoring.
Yeah, this is a much better play. That is why timeouts are used. This is exactly what me and you were just talking about. Timeouts critical in any time, and like you said also about the stamina, it can take almost its life off, or years off its life. That is stressful.
Yeah, and it does seem as though they're the main shoot takers. Creative Striker and Yizzy have been rejuvenated. Creative Striker with another shot. It goes in, not because of his skill, but because of a bad defensive play by Dark Fox. Dark Fox thought he had it, even though Caleb J was right there. Slots it in for him.
What a passing play there.
Guys, I've said it before. Anybody knows that plays with me. The meta, the best thing you can do, you just pass it to the other team and you let them score it for you.
Amen. I agree. You use the other team as a backboard. I love doing 50s like that, where you can see that you have the opportunity to hit their car, use their car as momentum to take it out.
Yeah. Maybe I should start using that more.
Opportunity. Oh, but Caleb couldn't find it in time.
Oh.
I would assume, again, lack of boost would be a problem there for them. Another shot on target. Caleb puts it wide. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point. This next goal, if they did score one, would just be for clout. And that doesn't matter because Limitless takes this. And we go to game 7.
We got what we wanted. This has been one of a series, man. This is some of the peak game. I would say peak if the geezers were in here, should I say. But this has been a top performance and a top series of this season, in my opinion. This has been back and forth. We've had some pretty close games. Well, at least close games when there's not 7,000 goals scored in the last 30 seconds. But other than that, every game has been really close. And I'm very looking forward to a great game 7.
Another timeout could be called, but it doesn't seem like they want to. So we're not going to push it if they don't want to do it. I mean,
they got 10 seconds to say if they do. Oh, never mind.
And so now game 7 comes in. I mean, they still have fire. They still have the heat. Sentinels need, I mean, honestly, the biggest problem with this, and probably all of our teams that are playing in the JWRLCS, is going to be boost management. I think that that's going to be something that lower ranks, mid ranks might not understand how to fully capitalize and maintain. I myself have caught myself just using boost completely unnecessarily. And great clear by Dark Fox. Dark Fox being able to hesitate, hold himself off until he sees the touch, and then gets in front of him. Great read, great save. Now Dark Fox, though, can he stay clutch? He's staying on the top, but he's joined by Nash, who's going to try and replace him. Nash gets bumped and demoed. And now, again, no boost. What's Creative Strike going to do? Creative Strike going to fake one. Has 2 teammates trying to bump Dark Fox. Dark Fox is not gonna let that get in his way. Not for game 7. Great clear and great save by him. Honestly, the defensive champion for Team Sentinels, 100%. Even though he does sometimes whiff, we definitely see he does more save than he does whiff.
Get up. Has been lights out game 7 so. Yeah.
A shot opportunity going off the back wall. No one there to help Caleb. Caleb is a great starter, by the way. As a first man, he has been setting up a lot of the plays for Sentinels, and so it's been really nice to see that he's coming in as the captain, as the guy who is not necessarily taking the lead and doing all the shots, but being that guy to help his team be the best that they can be. So great work for him, for sure. Creative Striker looking for that shot opportunity. Looks for another one. 2 men up, but no one else can get there. Not even Luke, unfortunately. He wanted that shot and that goal. And with 2 minutes elapsed in the final game 7 of this series, we are seeing a dead 0-0 for both teams. The first goal is going to be a game changer.
Yeah, you said that Sentinel,
shot on target.
There's your game changer.
Dark Fox is looking for the MVP of game number 7. We are seeing a great pass by Caleb J. Back outfield, and Dark Fox sees that, snipes it. Creative Striker attempts, but I mean, I think Creative Striker's defense is better at this point. While he needs to be in his defensive placement, I don't know. I know he's a very aggressive player, so maybe that might be aiding in that. But also, I mean, the rotations aren't that great either sometimes for them. Dark Fox. I wonder if he was padding his stats for that one, because I mean, that should have been saved a long time ago.
I mean, who wouldn't want to stat?
Luke with a boom downfield, looking maybe for Creative Striker to do it, but no, he goes in for a double tap. Not for a pass, and Caleb J, again, no boost, but no problem, tries to clear it out. Yizzy gonna respond back by controlling it, and a 50 on the wall. gives Luke back control. But again, a boom, instead of controlling it, gives it right back over to Caleb. Caleb now is going to have to try and figure out how to do something here. Creative Striker gets in his way. Shot on target, but Nash, oh no! Nash did not realize where he was going. He twists and turns instead of going for the ball. And that's on net. Oh.
Just so unfortunate.
Sometimes a little air roll is too much air roll.
Yeah, definitely.
Good response for Caleb. Caleb with his solid kickoffs during this series.
Oh yeah. He just has really nice
shot. A good shot opportunity. Tries to pass it back to Luke. Luke gets a nice little scoop with Yizzy. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a goal, as Caleb is going to respond very quickly, very easily. I really do like seeing Sentinels play today, man. These guys have definitely shown that they're supposed to be in JWRLCS, and that they're definitely better than what that 13 seat says.
Oh my goodness, what a shot there.
What a shot. What an equally amazing save Nash has here. A minute left on the clock, and we're still tied up. Shot on by Nash. Puts it high. Caleb finds the corner. And as a response, Dark Fox and Nash responds with a great nice shot in chat. They're elated to see that he found that within the last 4 seconds of that minute. Oh, and they have the lead. But 50 seconds left on the clock. Anybody's game still. What's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen? Yizzy demos Nash, but Dark Fox is going to respond. Creative Striker needs to see if he can find an opportunity. No! He gives it over to Caleb J. What a weird touch. Unfortunate by him. Oh. Caleb was in and speedily ready up. Caleb woke up in game number 7 in the last minute.
He heard exactly what you said, Glacial, about Mr. Dark Fox wanting MVP in this game 7, and he was like, you know what? No, I want it.
One thing he does, because he has been putting on incredible 100% shot, 100% shot accuracy. Caleb is not gonna live this game down. Oh, he has seen too many game 7s, and he says, not today. He's getting this win. 30 seconds left, and a miracle is gonna be needed for Lightless at this point.
Yeah, this is what a performance. I have been trying to warn Limitless this entire time. You need to watch out for Caleb J. He is one of the most consistent players in this league.
Oh, and another opportunity. Dark Fox is gonna find it. Caleb J! Caleb J is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. He is not stopping. It doesn't matter what happens. He is here for the win.
And that is what you call utter dominance.
Caleb, at the end of this game, he was not satisfied with just letting them win. He wanted to destroy, and that he did. Ladies and gentlemen, game 7 goes to Sentinels.
Wow, what a series. I mean, it was down the last 56 seconds before this game had a broken tie again, and wow, what a what a performance by Caleb.
a remarkable showing at the end there. Oh, we have seen good Rocket League, and it's just awesome when you can see a team like Sentinels come through and show what they are made of. And that was what they just did.
Yeah. And you have to wonder what went wrong for Limitless. They had such great momentum. They play so good. It's just, you hate to see it fall down like that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Limitless is going to go out and now have to reevaluate. I mean, to be fair, everyone, it was a great showing from Limitless. I mean, again, when you think about the fact that this is technically their first real 3v3 JWRLCS match that they've experienced, they performed exceptionally well. I mean, we got to game 7, but that game 7 was Caleb's alone. that was the Caleb game for him. And he definitely showed up. So great credit, great power to Limitless, but
you don't mind.
Sentinel's gotta take that interview.
So Sentinels,
you don't see what I said.
You guys got the win. Congratulations. So this is your 3rd game 7 in a row, and you guys were actually able to take this one. So what was
really?
Yes.
Yep. So what was different this time as opposed to week 1 and 2, where unfortunately you guys did take losses?
I think we actually took heed to the advice that Coach Nash gave us.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle
No,
Phil.
honestly, we had momentum. We captured it. We recognized it, and then we try to capitalize on that. And really, even in the losses, we felt that our momentum was there, and we just had to clean up a few things. But honestly, that was the biggest difference between then and now. So it may have been a game 7, but honestly, I felt that was we would have had that in a couple sooner. So next time we're gonna come back stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love to see that because I've been saying it all season. This team and Sentinel, they've had these tough teams to play against in the beginning of the season. They have played some really good teams the first 3 weeks, and they've been coming out on the short side each time of the win, and I knew they could get each one of those wins. So it's good to see that you guys finally get your credit tonight.
Yeah, that was exactly what we were kind of talking about as we were watching your guys' play. Like we've seen how incredible you guys can play in your previous games, and you always just ended up falling just a little short. But now you guys were able to hone it in. And I mean, before we even continue, Caleb, did you get a glass of water? Did you get some ice? Because you were on fire in game number 7.
Dude, that last game was insane, the shots you were putting in there, Net.
I'm sorry. How did you just turn it on? Like all of a sudden, you were playing exceptional throughout the game, and then game 7, you said, you went sicko mode.
Well, definitely, it was like to do with the support. Both these guys are amazing players. I knew I had to step up on my part, and of course, Nash just was like coaching us through it, saying, ride that momentum. We had it, and we just played like we did.
Yep.
Man,
You
it was
deserved
definitely entertaining game 7. I mean,
We woke up the beast with the sleeping beast over here. This guy, he is a monster when he gets on his roll. So look out for more of Caleb as we go into.
100%. We are
Oh,
looking
God.
forward to seeing you guys play again for sure.
Absolutely. So next week, you guys are up against Cloud X. Currently, you will both have the same record at 1 and 2. So, do you guys have any specific game plan going against them?
We know what our game is. Caleb can say it better than I could.
Put it in their net.
Yeah. Win. Play our game. Don't. Yeah.
And I want to ask, who do you guys see as your biggest threat at this level, at this point?
Ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, good answer.
So
I second that.
So just to clarify, you say basically, no matter what, you're gonna beat any team that plays against you.
Because I mean, all I'll say is we lost both games. That our first 2 games both went to best of 7s, and we still. That was all while, for one, not playing as a team. We hadn't like scrimmed, did nothing, and we were still also playing super disjointed. There was no communication. It was all over the place, and still best of 7 or goes all the way. I mean, if we clean up our act, I think we do actually have this tournament.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, at this point, if you guys don't lose any more games, you'll end the season at 6 and 2, which would be a phenomenal record.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely still
So-
possible. Well, fellas, thanks for joining us. We are looking forward to having or seeing you in the upcoming weeks. And have a good night.
Thank
You
you
as
so much,
well.
guys.
Thank you all.
All right, boys. Do we have any closing comments besides for that being a phenomenal game, super hype, and a little bit of scuff at the start there, but we got it worked out.
Well, oh, you know what? You go ahead, Rich. I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, Rich, you go ahead.
Hey,
Hey, Rich, you go ahead.
Hey, Rich. Hey,
Yeah,
before you
go,
go, you
go
go
ahead. Go ahead, Rich. What were you gonna say?
You know, I'll let Glacier.
No, Rich, you
No,
go
no, no,
ahead.
no, no. Hey, Rich, it's you go.
I was just gonna say that this was just a preview of what we have for the rest of the season. I mean, we've only been 3 weeks in, and we've seen what great series have come out of this so far, and it's really nice. We may hopefully have a match tomorrow as well, so don't think the end of week 3 yet. And then we have another 5 weeks to go, so keep watching out because this is gonna be one heck of a.
He's not wrong. I cut off a little bit at the end there, but he's right. This is gonna be a great season. My final piece was saying basically I've seen we're about to start week 4, and we have seen some incredible performances from some incredible teams. All teams have been performing not at their optimal, obviously, because this is our first inaugural thing. We have teams that were just created and everything. And what we are seeing from people who don't even have the chemistry, as was said, or anything, is a stellar performances. What's going to happen at week 6? What's going to happen at week 8? What's going to happen come playoffs? We are going to have just a better, more honed and defined and redefined teams. And so stay tuned, stick around, because honestly, what you just saw was a team that barely had the chemistry going, as it said, and they're finally starting to even figure it out. What's going to happen when they actually perform? Stay tuned to find out.
Just like you said, it's only going to get better from here. I want to say thanks to you guys for casting this, and everybody enjoy your night, and we will see you next stream.
Good night.